Sunday night lights ignite the ultimate dream. Super late models spinning dirt to the sky. Watch the mud fly as champions dare to defy. Feel the pulse of the crowd, it ignites the fight. We're pounding the ground, feel that thunderous sound. Racing's a battle with champions are crowned. In a world full of mud, we rise from the plight. On the Sunday night lights, we unleash our might. In the land where the thunder roars and the engines scream, the Sunday night lights ignite the ultimate dream. Super late models spinning dirt to the sky. Watch the mud fly as champions dare to defy. Feel the pulse of the crowd, it ignites the fight. We're pounding the ground, feel that thunderous sound. Racing's a battle where champions are crowned. In a world full of mud, we rise from the plight. On the Sunday night lights, we unleash our might. C and Logan, the legends align. Blake Majulis with the moves, taking every line. On our racing, the stakes are high. No retreat in this league of warriors, only the brave compete. Ultimate Dirt TV brings the magic alive. We're pounding the ground, feel that thunderous sound. Racing's a battle where champions are crowned. In a world full of mud, we rise from the plight. Under Sunday night lights, we unleash our might. With every lap we conquer, we rise and we fight. In a world of thunder, we ignite the night. We ignite the night. Woo! Elder! Listen to me. Thank you. Well, I always thank me. We unleash our much with every lap.
Well, good evening and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. I'm Steve McMillan here. We're live with the Spooker 92 here at Cedar Lake Speedway. We're close to 60 drivers timing in tonight. And so far, top of the charts, it's Kyle Brennan in the number 39 machine. Actually, Joey Lingram just goes quick time with a 13.045 with us under 45 seconds to go as we start off the 4-week mini-series here at Wotel before we go into season number 9 starting in January with National Super Late Monitor. Again, this is the 5th annual Spooker 92. Dylan Wilson here tonight. So right now, your top 5 in qualifying is Joey Lingram, Kyle Brennan, Elijah Johnson, Connor New, and Chase Barber. That is your top 5 in qualifying. "56 drivers assigned into the pit area here tonight. With that being said, let's go ahead and take a look. And your qualifying results on the board. Joey Lingham, Kyle Brennan, Elijah Johnson, Connor New, and Chase Barber. That is your top 10. Let's get right down to it, to your heat race number 1 starting lineup. And on the front row tonight, our number 1 is Joey Lingram. To his outside, it's Logan Rumsey. Row number 2 to the inside is Robbie Buchanan Jr. To his outside, Aiden Forrester. Row number 3 be Ethan Johnson, and to his outside is Derek Darnell. Next row will be Jake Luffman and Ryan Hodge. Dylan Blackburn and Bryce Luscious. Joseph E. Johnson and Jackson Keegans. And that is your starting lineup for heat race number 1. Lights will go dark, we'll go green next time by. 15 laps to distance. I want to thank James Braswell Jr. with Mid-South Mafia iRacing League. Put up $25 to the highest finisher with the lowest I rating. As we come off of turn number 4, green flag is out, we're racing. Rumsey and Lingram. Lingram has it off turn number 2, down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Joey Lingram in the 1. Logan Rumsey, Aiden Enforcer. That is your top 3. As we come down to 13 laps to go for Joey Lingram, your race leader. Mid-pack right now, Ethan Johnson in the... All the numbers are off because we're in our main league tonight. That's run by almost 2,000 members in there, so the numbers might be a little off than what you see on the race car. Logan Rumsey now goes to the race lead. Aiden Forrester, Rob Buchanan Jr. That is your top 3. Rob Buchanan Jr. driving to 31. Joey Lingram has fallen back to that 4th spot under attack from Ethan Johnson. Ryan Hodge in that number 19 machine. Oh, slaughter! But Lingram with a crossover move. Your race leader is that number 6 of Logan Rumsey. Aiden Forrester in that 2nd spot in the 57. Then you have Rob Buchanan Jr. in the 31. Look a little further back. There's the 11 of Jake Luffman. And Joseph Johnson in the 05. That's a battle going on for 9th and 10th on the board. But going back up front, it's the Logan Rumsey show. Following right behind him is Aiden Forrester. Rob Buchanan Jr. sitting in the 3rd spot with Joey Lingram, or Ethan Johnson, and Joey Lingram rounding out your top 5. Ryan Hodge sitting in that 6th spot. Derek Darnell. Caution on the speedway. Let's see if it picks it up. It's for Bryce Lucius, but for some reason it's not picking that up. Logan Rumsey, your race leader, Aiden Forrester, Rob Buchanan Jr., Ethan Johnson. That is your top 4 for the first caution coming out tonight for Bryce Lucius in the 32 machine. Next week, Pro Late Models at I-55 for round number 2 of the Wotel Mini Series. As we get ready to go back to green, Logan Rumsey shows the way off of turn number 4. Rumsey, Forrester, Buchanan all go to the high side. Buchanan on that wall. That allows Ethan Johnson to the bottom to take over that 3rd spot in the final transfer spot. Rob Buchanan Jr. back to the bottom of slider. He would clear, but here comes Ethan Johnson back underneath him as we got 2 laps to go for Logan Rumsey. Actually, it'd be 2 this time for Logan Rumsey. Oh, I was right. It was just a little behind on here. Picking up the win, it's going to be Logan Rumsey, Aiden Forrester, Ethan Johnson. That is your top 3. Making it to the future. Everybody else will have to go to the last chance qualifier. Rob Buchanan, Jr., Ryan Hodge, Dylan Blackburn, Derek Darnell, Joey Lingram, Jake Luffman, and Joseph Johnson. That is your top 10. Heat race number 2 will look like this at on the pole. Be Kyle Brennan. And to his outside, the ADD of Dylan Wilson. Row number 2 will be Matthew Selby and Braden Carter. Row number 3 will be Aiden Price and Joseph Grandy. Row number 4 will be Corey Roberts and Landon Newman. Row number 5 be Seth Gregory and Logan Trimmer to his outside. And Miles Jansen bringing up the rear into 67. Another 15 laps, another top 3 making it to the future. So next week be I-55, then be Lucas Oil, and we'll round out the season at Volusia. Lights go dark, we'll go green flag racing off of turn number 4. Kyle Brennan and Dylan Wilson, Matthew Selby, Braden Carter, Ada Bryce, Joseph Grandy. As the field forms, gets 2 by 2 as they head into turn number 3. 15 laps of distance, green flags in air, we're racing off of turn number 4. Dylan Wilson with a slider take the lead off of turn number 2, but here comes Kyle Brennan to the inside. He reclaims the lead off of turn number 4. Dylan Wilson right there in his tail pocket. Good side-by-side battle for the race lead with Dylan Wilson and Kyle Brennan. Back underneath of Wilson off of turn number 2, down the back straightaway as they head into turn number 3. Aiden Price throws it in there. Selby had to get on the binders, not getting the back of him. Price back underneath the Selby. Looked like Price shoved that rear into Selby right there. Selby gonna let him know he not having it. Off of turn number 4. 10 laps to go for your race leader. Oh. Kyle Brennan, your race leader. Dylan Wilson in second. Corey Roberts in the 3rd spot there. Matthew Selby and Joseph Grandy as the caution comes out. Give it up for Kyle Brennan, your race leader. In a 39 machine. Dylan Wilson, Corey Roberts. Dylan Wilson, one of the OGs of Wotel. Dylan Wilson, back in the day, we're about 8 years ago. So, as we complete their 8th year on iRacing this season. And give it up for Cody Anderson and Brett Wheeler in the admin booth. Looking over the calls here. That's where it's taking a little bit longer. They want to make sure it's all fair, clean and fair, and anything else that might need to be sanitized. It's like after last season, I haven't been back on iRacing, so that's the first night, and everything looks different to me. And it's like I can't figure out what stuff is. Oh well, we'll get through it tonight. The Spooker, the 5th annual Spooker 92 at Cedar Lake, brought to you by Ultimate Dirt TV and Wotel. Also, Mid-South. Let's see here. Mid-South iRacing Series. That's not even it. The Mid-South Mafia. Oh, I'm going to be in trouble now. First, I got to find the logo. All right, lights are out. We're going to go back to green flag racing. They're going to call off. Let's see here. There we go. They're going to call off that start. The James Branswell Jr. sponsored the highest finisher with the lowest I rating in the future. $25 going to that gentleman. Mid-South Mafia. Green flag is out. We're back to racing. 8 laps to go. Comes lap number 7. Kyle Brennan, Dylan Wilson, Landon Newman, Joseph Greening, and Corey Roberts. That is your top 5. Landon Newman to the bottom, but here comes Dylan Wilson. Powers back around him. 3 wide for 3rd. And Corey Roberts has it there momentarily, but here comes Landon Newman. Powers on outside. Coming to 5 laps to go. Oh, what a round on the front straightaway. That's Corey Roberts. And he's going to back out of it, not to bring a caution out. Clear race leader is the 39 of Kyle Brennan. Dylan Wilson still in that 2nd spot there. Landon Newman in that 3rd spot. Logan Trimmer and Joseph Grandy. 150 to win tonight. As they come off of turn number 4, or turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Coming off turn number 4, it's going to be Kyle Brenner picking up the win. Dylan Wilson in second. Landon Newman in third. Coming on fourth be Logan Tribber, Joseph Grady, Seth Gregory, Corey Roberts, Braden Carter, Matthew Selby, and Aiden Bryce. That's your heat race number 2. Heat race number 3 will look like this. Out on the front row will be Ethan Johnson. In the 7 to his outside. Connor Coolin in the 16. Row number 2 be Nathan Wimoff and Chase Copeland to his outside. Row number 3 be James Braswell Jr. and Ricky Lowe. Row number 4 be Derek Dryman and Josiah Johnson. Then you have Kevin Horner and Blake Crook and Russell Berry rounding out your field. Lights go dark, we'll go for another 15 laps. Green flag is out, we're racing. Up one into the wall. They survive, they keep it going. It's Elijah Johnson, Nathan Wilmoff, Connor Quillen is your top 3. James Braswell Jr. and Derek Dryman battling for that 4th spot. As they go with 3 wide for that 3rd spot. Oh, one into the wall. Braswell gets around them. That's Connor Quillen into the wall. Braswell going to lose a little bit as you got Derek Dryman and Chase Copeland. Copeland into one machine. Ooh, Nelly. This is going on for 3rd, 4th, and 5th, and 6th on the board. Race is tight. Meanwhile, Elijah Johnson has taken off in at number 7 machine. Nathan Wilmoff in 2nd. Derek Dryman right now in the final transfer spot trying to hold off James Braswell Jr. and Kevin Horner. Horner in a 120 wide at Braswell. They're balanced side by side this for 4th and 5th. Chase Copeland following Braswell on the high side. Seven laps to go for Ethan Johnson. Coming off turn number 4, coming to 5 laps to go. Actually, now it's coming off turn number 4. These camera angles are awkward. There's Zeus as he heads into turn number 1. James Braswell Jr. out of a transfer spot right now. He's sitting at 4 spots trying to chase down the 444 of Derek Dryman, who's in the transfer spot as we got 4 laps to go. Kevin Horner and Chase Copeland, they're battling for 5th and 6th there, and there's the Kevin Horner. The 121, Ricky Lowe in the 17. Down and back straight away into turn number 3. Coming off turn number 4, 2 laps to go for Elijah Johnson. Nathaniel Wimoff right there in that second spot, doing a good job here tonight. They're driving, closing in on him. White flag in air, 1-4 to go for Mr. Johnson. Coming off turn number 4, picking up the win. Heat race number 3 will be Elijah Johnson, Nathaniel Wimoff, and Derek Dryman round out your top 3 as they make it on to the feature race. James Raswell Jr., Kevin Horner, Chase Coppola, Ricky Lowe, Josiah Johnson, Russell Berry, and Connor Cullen round out your field. Heat race number 4 will look like this. Connor New on a pole to his outside. It's Scott Marek. Row number 2 be Brandon Bolton and Dustin Holloway. Row number 3 be Kevin Walker and Jordan McLean. Row number 4 be Aiden Beerline and Richie Yost. Row number 5 be Justin Sick and Willie Cuddy. And Corey Austin rounding out your field. Connor New in the number 10 machine. Scott Merritt. Start on the outside. Car number 8, 24, Brandon Bolton. With Dustin Holloway. Lights are dark. We'll go green off of turn number 4. Green flag is out. New with a good start. He goes to the top shelf in turn number 1. Scott Merritt in that third spot. Brandon Bolton in third. Oh, the pair of 24s trying to make a 48. As they beat and bang. Oh my goodness. Connor New, your race leader in the Mutual Safe Speed Shop Team 10 car. Scott Merrick in that second spot. Kevin Walker in third. Brandon Bolton in fourth. In the 121, Aiden Beerline made his way up into the 4th spot. $11 laps to go for Connor New. He has about 4 car length advantage over Merritt. Walker sitting right there in third. Brandon Bolton in the 8 of beer line. Normally, not too sure if the car just didn't refresh on iRacing on Trading Paints, but it shows right now the 22 for Aiden Beerline, but normally he's the 13, so I'm not too sure why that paint scheme is not loaded. How about Justin Sick? He's made his way up into that 6th spot. Connor New leading the way with 6 laps to go. Into turn number 3, Connor New right up against the wall on the entrance there. Coming off of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. 3 laps to go for Connor New. Scott Merritt in that second spot. Kevin Walker, those are his top 3 right now in the transfer spot. Aiden Beerline on the outside looking in. 2 laps to go for Connor New. White flag in the air. For the final time off in turn number 4, picking up the win, it's going to be Connor New, Scott Merritt, and Kevin Walker. Round out your top 3 that transfer to the future. Aiden Beerline, Justin Sick, Willie Cuddy, Dustin Holloway, Richie Yost, Corey Austin, Brandon Bolton, all going to the last chance qualifier. Heat race number 5 will look like this. On the pole will be Chase Barbara and Carson Jenkins. Row number 2 be Nick Baum and Tucker Elkins. Row number 3 be Richie Gaines and Tyler Spradley. Row number 4 be James Starry and Aaron Bowman. Row number 5 be Clayton Cluwell and Jeffrey Hyatt. Brandon Rogers rounding out your field. Green flag is out. We're racing. Chase Barber leads him in turn number 1. There, look there. There's Nick Baum with a bomb over slide job. Carson Jenkins back around him. Tucker Elkins in that 3rd spot. They come off in turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. 1 lap in the bumps. Chase Barber, your race leader in the 23. He is a former national champion of Wotel in the Super Late Model Series. Carson Jenkins in the 62 right there in his hip pocket. Oh, him and Tucker Elkins making a little contact. Tyler Spradley goes to the inside. He throws it in there 3 wide for a second off turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Nick Baum now goes in. He looks underneath Tyler there. Oh, Billy. Oh, we're almost 4 wide. Carson Jenkins. Oh, him and Tucker Elkins. Caution on the speedway, and good thing the admins have a job for him, that's for sure. Between Carson Jenkins and Tucker Elkins. Elkins going upside down. After Tucker Elkins went upside down after Carson Jenkins got into the side of him there. Looked like a little bit of retaliation. Have to see how the admins rule that. But your race leader is that 23 car. That is Chase Barbara. Nick Baum in 2nd. Tyler Spradley in 3rd. James Starry has made his way up to the 4th spot. How about James Starry? I remember him a couple of years ago. We even banned him from Wotel. He goes into a lot of stock car racing, and I think even modified, and he whoops everybody in real life. Came back, and let me tell you, he's the one to keep your eyes on. He will put on a show, that's for sure. In the 8C, that's James Starry. Amazing how some real life racing can change some stuff around for you. Green flag's back in air. Chase Barber on the loud pedal. Nick Bob in second. Oh, look at the 11 car, throws it in there. We're 3 wide. James Starry takes over the transfer spot. Richie Gaines in fourth there momentarily to Black Diamond, number 11. Spradley falls back to that fifth spot off of turn number 4, or 2, I'm sorry, going into turn number 3. All a little beating and banging between James Starry and Gaines. Gaines takes that third spot now, but you better watch out. Starry's on his hip pocket. How about Jeffrey Hyatt all the way to 5th? Looks to the inside of James Starry. Jeffrey Hyatt bringing that bottom in off of the turn. Down the back straightaway to turn number 3. Oh! We'll beat and banging and continue on. How about Jeffrey Hyatt into transfer? Meanwhile, Chase Barber continues to lead as we come to 5 to go. Nick Baum in second. Jeffrey Hyatt in that third spot, trying to hold off Richie Gaines. Clayton Cluwell in the 99, currently in that 5th spot, looks underneath of Gaines. He will take over that 4th spot. James Starry running at 6. Three laps to go for Chase Barber. Nick Baum in second. Jeffrey Hyatt in the final transfer spot. He's been the only one to get that bottom to work. In that number 11 machine. Meanwhile, white flag is out for Chase Barber, Nick Baum, and Jeffrey Hyatt. Into turn number 3 for the final time. Coming out turn number 4, picking up the win. Heat race number 5. It's going to be Chase Barber. Nick Baum in second. Jeffrey Hyatt in third. Richie Gaines in fourth. Clay Cluwell, James Starry, Aaron Bowman, Brandon Rogers, Tyler Spradley, and Carson Jenkins rounds out your field. Last chance qualifier, number 1. Rob Buchanan Jr. on the pole with Aiden Beerline. Row number 2 be Joseph Grandy and Clayton Cluwell. Row number 3 be Chase Copeland and Derek Darnell. Row number 4 be Dustin Holloway and Braden Carter. Row number 5 be Brandon Rogers and Russell Berry. Row number 6 be Joseph Johnson and Braden Bolton. And row number 7 be Miles Jensen in the 67. Top 3 going to the future. Lights will go dark, 15 laps. Top 3 making the show. Again, I don't know what's up with Eddie Beerline's paint not showing up tonight, but he's in the 22. Starting on outside of the front row in this B-main. Green flag is out. We're racing off turn number 4. Rob Buchanan Jr. leads him in turn number 1. Then you have 22 Beerline and Joseph Grandy. That is your top three. Then you got Clint Cluwell, Chase Copeland, and Dustin Holloway. They're battling 3 wide there off of turn number 4. Aiden Beerline in the hip pocket of the 31. He's trying to work the bottom. Maybe he looked at Hyatt, saw what Hyatt was doing. Buchanan on the high side. Here comes that 22 machine under 13. A of Aiden Beerline. As the majority of the field now gone to the bottom. After the last chance qualifiers, we'll have a complete reset of the track for 92 laps. They will start 3 wide tonight for the 5th Annual Spooker 92. Joseph Grady still in that 3rd spot. Chase Copeland in 4th. 5th is Dustin Holloway in the 19. Reed Carter in 6th. Clayton Luau in 7th. I gotta say, every time I see the 518 of Joseph Grandy, I just love the looks of that car. How about Chase Copeland? In a 110 machine. He runs a fantastic league on Tuesday nights, I believe. Midwest Sim Sports. I think I said that right. You're looking for a place to run. They're in the middle of the season right now, but get with them. Meanwhile, back up front, it's the 31 of Rob Buchanan Jr. He has pulled away from Aiden Beerline. Run about 10 car lengths, but Joseph Grandy's right there in Beerline's hip pocket. And Copeland trying to chase them down. Dirt Rival Tour, that's what it is. Make sure to check out the Dirt Rival Tour on Discord. I believe they have Facebook. The 22 Aiden Beerline still in that 2nd spot, holding off Joseph Grandy. Robbie Buchanan Jr., he's doing a clinic here in the last chance qualifier. Run the slider line off of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. For the final time, down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Coming off turn number 4, picking up the win, it's going to be Robbie Buchanan Jr. Aiden Beerline in 2nd. 3rd to be Joseph Grandy. 4th to be Chase Copeland. Dustin Holloway. Braden Carter rounds out your top 6. Take a look at your results on the board. Top 3 going to the feature. Chase Copeland, Dustin Holloway, Braden Carter, Derek Dardell, Brandon Bolton, Clint Cluwell, Russell Berry. Round out your field. Your 2nd last chance qualifier will look like this on the pole. It'll be Logan Trimmer, and to his outside is Richie Gaines. Row number 2 to the inside will be Kevin Horner and Dylan Blackburn. Row number 3 be Willie Cuddy and Corey Roberts. Row number 4 be Aaron Bowman and Josiah Johnson. Row number 5 be Jake Luffman and Corey Osted. Row number 6 be Aiden Price and Tucker Elkins. Row number 7 be Blake Crook and Jackson Keegans. Another 15 laps, another top 3 going to the feature. Logan Trimmer in the 45. Nice looking machine there. And Richie Gaines to his outside. Green flag is out. We're racing. Logan Trimmer to the top shelf. 3 wide for the race lead off of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Logan Trimmer leads him to turn number 3. The 11 of Richie Gaines is right there in his hip pocket. As they come off of turn number 4, it's going to be Trimmer leading lap number 1. Horner and Gaines battling for second. 3 wide for second there momentarily. Give it to Richie Gaines. Kevin Horner running at bottom. Dylan Blackburn in the 5th spot there. Look at Corey Roberts now. Corey Roberts goes to 4. Corey Roberts in that number 1, battling with Dylan Blackburn in the 48. The 23 is Willie Cuddy. Cuddy looks to the inside of Roberts. You can throw a blanket from 2nd to 7th. Richie Gaines in that 2nd spot, trying to chase down the 45 of Logan Trimmer. Trimmer run the high line. Caution on the speedway. Let's see if we can see if the replay will work now. No? It just does not want to work, but that's okay. Jackson Keegan's out of the race in the 49 machine. So your top 3 is Trimmer, Gaines, and Horner in a 121. Going back to the green flag, 10 laps to go. Logan Trimmer on the loud pedal. He goes to the inside. He's going to slide up on exit 2. Look at the run. That's 11 of Gaines. Had to get on the binders there. They're all getting on the binders. We're 4 wide for the final transfer spot. Kevin Horner to the inside of Trimmer. Trimmer stacked the field. And look at Tucker Elkins up to 3rd. But the battle right now is going on for the race lead. The 121 of Kevin Horner, battling Logan Trimmer. Trimmer to 45 on the outside. He's up against that wall. So they come off on turn number 4, coming to 7 laps to go. Horner right there. Tucker Elkins, he's in that 3rd and final transfer spot with Dylan Blackburn trying to make something happen there. Corey Roberts looks to the inside of Blackburn. Coming to 5 laps to go. It's Logan Trimmer leading the way. I want to say that car might be a little tad loose. Most of the drivers are running the slider line. Tucker Elkins, he's managed to keep his car right there on the bottom. This time it's going to be Horner on the bottom off of turn number 2. Meanwhile, the 45 and Logan Trimmer running the slider line. He continues to lead, coming off turn number 4. It'll be 3 laps to go. Logan Trimmer, Kevin Horner, and Tucker Elkins. They're balanced side by side. Elkins with a 2nd spot now. Elkins up to the outside wall, off of turn number 4. 2 laps to go. White flag in air. One more to go for Logan Trimmer. Tucker Elkins and Kevin Horter. That is your top three. Into turn number 3 for the final time. Coming off the turn number 4. Picking up the win's going to be the 45 of Logan Trimmer. Tucker Elkins at 87 and Kevin Horner into 121 as your top 3. Making the show, Dylan Blackburn, Corey Roberts, Jake Luffman, Richie Gaines, Willie Cuddy, Corey Austin, and Josiah Johnson round out your field. Your final last chance qualifier of the night will be James Braswell Jr. in the Mid-South Mafia number 109. And to his outside is Ryan Hodge into 25. Row number 2 will be Justice Sick into 2 Machine. Then with Seth Gregory to his outside. Row number 3 will be James Starry and Ricky Lowe. Row number 4 will be Joey Lingram and Richie Yost. Row number 5 will be Matthew Selby and Tyler Spradley. Row number 6 will be Connor Coolin and Bryce Luscious to his outside. Round out your field will be the 15 of Jordan McLean. The final last chance qualifier of the night as they come across the start finish line. The lights will go dark. We'll let them loose off of turn number 4. .109 of James Braswell Jr. He fires. We're underway. Braswell has the lead off of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Hodges falls into second. Justice Sick working the bottom. The 14 of Seth Gregory right there beside him. The track is really slick right now. Off of turn number 2, down the back straightaway in turn number 3. Ryan Hodge, he has the race lead on the high side off of turn number 4. It's going to be a drag race into turn number 1. Justice Sick right now in the final transfer spot as they come off turn number 2. Oh, Hodges and Braswell made a little contact there. Caution flag is out. We'll see how iRacing scores it. Because it goes back to the previous lap, and it looks like your race leader will be the 19 of Ryan Hodge, James Braswell Jr., Justice Sick. That is your top 3. And your third and final last chance qualifier. The track will reset. They'll do some track maintenance work on it. After this race, we'll have a warm-up and a 92-lap feature race. Lights are out on the pace vehicle. It's going to be a single file restart. Ryan Hodge brings us back to the green. 12 laps to go. The 109, James Braswell Jr. goes to the bottom. Justice Sick trying to hold off Seth Gregory off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. A little beating and banging between Joey Lingram, James Starry, and Seth Gregory. Hodge up on the wall, and here comes the 109 to take the lead as they head into turn number 3. Dead heat at the line between those two drivers. Justice Sick looking pretty in that third spot. Everybody watch out, because here comes the 8 of James Starry on the high side. James Braswell Jr. working the bottom pretty well. It's on the binders there, keeping that car nice and low. But Justin Sick better watch out because here comes the 8 of James Starry. Starry motors on outside. He will take over that third and final transfer spot. And he's bringing with him Joey Lingram. Meanwhile, James Braswell Jr. continues to lead with Hodge in that second spot. Hodge goes to the outside off of turn number 4, coming to 6 laps to go. Lingram goes to the inside. Slider. Oh, a little contact between him and Starry. Braswell on the defense side from Ryan Hodge. Braswell, your race leader. Hodge right there in second. Ryan Hodge takes the lead off turn number 2. Into turn number 3. Now look at the 109. Oh, he gets to the inside. He makes a little contact as he hit that U-tire on the inside. Meanwhile, back for the final transfer spot. We're 3 wide. Justin Sick on the bottom. Joey Lingram in the middle. And James Starry on the outside. Starry and Lingram make some contact. Here comes Justin Sick. He takes over third. Joey Lingram now to the inside of Justin Sick. He pushes up on Justin Sick there. Sick had to get on the binders. And James Starry takes over the final transfer spot from Justin Sick by a nose. Oh, that was a wild last chance qualifier. Ryan Hodge, James Braswell Jr., James Starry. There's your top 3 going to the future. Justin Sick, Connor Coolin, Matthew Selby, Ricky Lowe, Richie Yost, Joey Lingram, Seth Gregory. Round out your field. I'll be right back with tonight's 92-lap feature. Maybe.
Oh, okay.
Do a minute on the bottom, guys, a minute in the middle, and then a minute on the top, please. All right, so I know.
Where did my Discord go? There it is. Oh, Lord. All right. Monitors only. Staff news info. All right.
Steve, you got us talking right now on the broadcast.
Huh?
Steve has us talking right now on the broadcast.
All right, welcome back to Ultimate Dirt TV. As they're doing a final warm-up for the Spooker 92 here at Cedar Lake, where they'll start 3 wide. This starts the 4-week mini-series of Wotel. Next week, Pro Late Models at I-55. The week after will be Lucas Oil Speedway. And then the season finale at Volusia. So the next 3 races will be Pro Late Models. This is a free series. Also want to thank James Braswell Jr. with Mid-South Mafia sponsoring the highest finisher with the lowest I rating in a future race. Tonight's race is 150 to win, 75 for second, 40 for third. Hard Charger will be $25. Will win $25. Fast Qualifier will win $25. Tough Luck Award will be $20, and then the $25 for Mid-South Mafia James Braswell Jr. So if we look at qualifying, Joey Lingram picks up $25 being the fast qualifier tonight. In January, Wotel will be back, starting its 9th year in iRacing with the Wotel National Super Late Model Tour. And also, in February, it'll be the 8th annual Michael Rose Memorial. All right, everybody's off the track as we get ready. Here at Cedar Lake Speedway, they're getting the final touches of the lineup set. How about for warm-up? Let's see who was quickest in warm-up. It was Aiden Forrester to 57, Landon Newman, Logan Rumsey, Elijah Johnson, Ethan Johnson, Ryan Hodge, Dylan Wilson, Tucker Elkins, Joseph Grady, and Chase Barber. That's your top 10. So by the end of this race, this track's going to be dark from top to bottom. As drivers been called into the pit area. Your front row will be Logan Rumsey and Brennan and Elijah Johnson. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's your time for your starting grid for tonight's 5th annual Spooker 92 here at Cedar Lake Speedway, presented to you by World of Thunder Esports League and Ultimate Dirt TV. Your front row will look like this. Logan Rumsey, Kyle Brennan, Ethan Johnson. Row number 2 will be Connor New, Chase Barber, Aiden Forrester. Row number 3 will be Dylan Wilson, Nathan Wumhoff, and Scott Mark. Row number 4 will be Nick Baum, Ethan Johnson, and Landon Newman. Row number 5 will be Derek Dryman, Kevin Walker, Jeffrey Hyatt. Row number 6 will be Rob Buchanan Jr., Logan Trimmer, and Ryan Hodge. Row number 7 will be Aiden Beerline, Tucker Elkins, and James Browswell Jr. Joseph Grady, Kevin Horter, and Justin Sick round out your field. Let me do this real quick. They're giving a talking to you real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, the 8th year in iRacing. This is Wotel. Super late models here at Cedar Lake for the Spooker 92. As they come off of turn number 4, they're 3 wide. Grab a friend, like the broadcast, cheer on your favorite driver. As this is the Spooker 92, and do you have it? They do. They said they ain't scared. We've done a 3 wide start here several years, and this became a tradition for the Spooker 92. The drivers do have 1 fast repair. Last year, we went 3 laps before a caution came out. Let's see if we can do better here tonight. Logan Rumsey, Kyle Brennan, Elijah Johnson. That's your front row. Connor New, Chase Barber, Aiden Forrester. That's row number 2. Dylan Wilson, Nathan Wilmoff, Scott Merritt. That's row number 3. Nick Baum, Ethan Johnson, and Landon Newman. That's row number 4. Row number 5 be Derek Dryman, Kevin Walker, Jeffrey Hyatt. Row number 6 be Rob Buchanan Jr., Logan Trimmer, and Ryan Hodge. But let's see if my voice can hold up for 92 laps. They're going over the field, making sure everybody's in the correct starting positions. The field starts to tighten down the back straightaway. Pace car starting to pull off. Green flag is out. 92 laps to go. Logan Rumsey's on the loud pedal. He leads him into turn number 1. Off of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. It's going to be Logan Rumsey leading the way. Elijah Johnson and Kyle Brennan. Elijah Johnson in the 7 car. Kyle Brennan on the inside of him as they go into turn number 3. Coming off turn number 4. 2 laps in the books. As we're on lap number 3 down the back straightaway. Logan Rumsey showing the way. Everybody right now pinned onto the bottom. How about Chase Barber? Now he's into the top 3. He's running a lane higher. Pulls up beside the 7 of Elijah Johnson. As they come off turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Logan Rumsey continues to lead here. Further back in the field, drivers are setting their way in as we're 5 laps of the books. Rumsey ripping the lip down the back straightaway into turn number 3, coming out turn number 4, down the front straightaway. Aiden Forrester now up to 3rd, Ethan Johnson to 4th. Elijah Johnson has dropped back to 5th. Chase Barber in that 2nd spot, trying to chase down Logan Rumsey. As they all now starting to venture to the high side. Elijah Johnson still on the bottom there. How about Dylan Wilson? Dylan Wilson currently in the 9th spot with Landon Newman in the 31, currently running in 10th. Scott Merrick in the 8th machine, currently running in 11th. Nathaniel Wilmoff in 12th. Tucker Elkins right behind him. Jeffrey Hyatt continued to work the bottom there in that 11th machine. That's where he was in his heat race to make it into the top 3. Derek Dryman now looking to the outside of him in the middle group there. 11 laps complete. Coming off of turn number 4. $79 to go for Logan Rumsey. He has around about a 12-car length advantage over Chase Barber. Aiden Forrester right there in 3rd. Ethan Johnson in his hip pocket in 20 RT. Ethan Johnson looks to the inside, can't make anything happen. How about Nick Baum, currently running in 5th there in the 0-2. Connor New in 6th. Then you got Elijah Johnson in 7th. Kyle Brennan 8th. Dylan Wilson 9th. And Landon Newman rounds out your top 10. Back up front, Logan Rumsey ripping the lip here. 76 laps to go. So far, the first 17 laps have been really good. How about we go a little further back? There's Justin Sick. He currently runs in the 23rd spot. James Braswell Jr. in 22nd. Joseph Grady right ahead of him in 21st. Jeffrey Hyatt in 20th. Meanwhile, Logan Rumsey, he's setting a fiery pace here tonight as he's starting to close in on lap traffic. Give him around about another 3 to 4 laps. He'd be in the back of the pack. Chase Barber trying to chase him down. The 57 Aiden Forrester currently running in 3rd. Ethan Johnson right there in 4th. Nick Baum in 5th. "22 laps down. We're on lap number 23. Back of the pack almost 3 wide as we complete lap number 23. As we are watching the 6 of Logan Rumsey static cams here at Cedar Lake. There's Chase Barber, and I gotta say, I think Aiden Forrester is catching up to him. Look at Aiden Forrester right there. He bangs the wall there in middle of 3 and 4. There's Aiden Forrester. He has a little bit damage on the left nose there. Logan Rumsey, he can see the lap traffic. Down the back straightaway in turn number 3. Rumsey sitting a blistering pace here. Joseph Grandy right there in the 23rd position. Rumsey's going to have to start making some decisions as he's closed up on Joseph Grandy. As they're all on the high side right now. Justice Sick running the bottom, Grandy on the high side, along with that number 6 of Logan Rumsey. Ethan Johnson's on the back bumper of the 23 of Chase Barber. Ethan Johnson with a slider. Barber going to look back underneath him, crossover move. Reclaim that second spot. See him right there on the edge of the frame there. As we're watching your race leader on lap traffic. As he looks to the inside of Jeffrey Hyatt, sliders continue to immerse between the 20 and the 23. Logan Rumsey trying to get around Jeffrey Hyatt. These lap cars are starting to slow him down because Ethan Johnson's starting to reel them in. Rumsey have to get on the binders, not get in the back of them, or in the side of them. And he better watch out because the field's catching up to him. Second place is catching up to Logan Rumsey. Ethan Johnson, Chase Barber, Aiden Forrester, Nick Baum. That is your top 5. Logan Rumsey has yet to get around Jeffrey Hyatt. Hyatt running the bottom. Rumsey will clear Hyatt this time, but Hyatt's going to battle back on the inside. And look at here, it's Ethan Johnson. He's closed up to Rabbi Cartley behind Logan Rumsey. Rumsey now has Joseph Grandy and Rodney Buchanan Jr. ahead of him. He gets around Rodney Buchanan Jr. Ethan Johnson right there following pursuit off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Now the 6th car, he clears Joseph Grandy. Rob Buchanan Jr. will be the first car out as he's pulled into the pit area. "48 laps complete on lap number 49. Could we have a new race leader next couple laps? You look at Ethan Johnson, he sticks it to the bottom. Logan Rumsey on the high side. 49 complete. Ethan Johnson will slider to the lead, and here comes Logan Rumsey off turn number 2. He reclaims it going into turn number 3. Johnson looks to the inside off of 4, can't do it. 50 laps complete here in the Spooker 92. Good race for the top spot. Ethan Johnson out outside of Rumsey off of turn number 4. Drag race to the line. It's going to be Ethan Johnson. Rumsey battles. He clears the slider. Here comes Ethan Johnson back to the inside. He clears him as he heads into turn number 3. As those two race on, there is Chase Barbara. He's working outside of Jeffrey Hyatt, tried to. Can't get around him just yet. Oh. That could have been a little dangerous, but they managed to keep it going. Oh, Rumsey hit the wall there, upset that car. Oh, wreck ahead, and Logan Trimmer. And I believe it's James Braswell Jr. No, it looks like Derek Dryman. I'm sorry about that. Let's take a look at your instant replay. Oh, Dryman just bangs the door of Trimmer. It sends Trimmer around. So Derek Dryman got in there a little too hot. Right in front of your race leader, there's Ethan Johnson. First caution coming out tonight on lap number 55. So put that in the record books. 5th year going 55 laps for the first caution. So your race leader is the 20 RT of Ethan Johnson, Logan Rumsey, Chase Barber, Aiden Forrester. Green flag's back out. We're back to racing. Ethan Johnson showing away off of turn number 2. There's the 6th of Logan Rumsey. The 3rd is the 23 of Chase Barbara. Connor Newdow trying to get the top 3. He's running in that 4th spot. Looks to the inside of Chase Barbara. Down the back straightaway. He's going to lose a little bit of ground. There's the battle going on for your race lead. Logan Rumsey trying everything, trying to get that car to stick. Off of turn number 2, Rumsey looks just a tad bit loose. Now goes to the inside, slides Johnson. Johnson crossover move. Back to the race lead. How about Dylan Wilson now cracks the top 5. He got around Aiden Forrester into 57. Has his eyes set on the 10 of Connor Dew as they come off of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Connor Dew and Dylan Wilson working the bottom. Several lanes here. So far, the only car out in the race is the 31 Jr. of Robbie Buchanan Jr. Crossing the start and finish line. Aiden Forster out of the race in the 57. Meanwhile, the 20RT continues to lead. That's Ethan Johnson, Logan Rumsey in second, with Jason Barber in third. Jeffrey Hyatt currently running at 21st. Joseph Brady in 20th. Kyle Brennan in 19th. Derek Drummond 18th. Justin Sick in 17th. Aiden Beerline right now in the 9th spot. Is Landon Newman right ahead of him. Nick Baum right behind him. You're watching the 22 of Aiden Beerline. Back up front, you're looking at your race leader as we complete lap number 69. That is Ethan Johnson. A blistering pace set here tonight in the Spooker 92. Ethan Johnson pulling away from Logan Rumsey, run out a 6-car length advantage. Then you look at another battle going on between Connor New and Dylan Wilson. That's for 4th and 5th on the board. Tucker Elkins takes over the 7th spot from Landon Newman. Meanwhile, back up front. Woo-hoo! That 6-car Logan Rumsey throws it in there. He's giving everything he can. Oh, Ethan Johnson tapped the wall there. Chase Barber tried to hold off Dylan Wilson and Connor New. Wilson tried to get that bottom, ripping it and rolling. Connor New up on the top shelf. Lap number 77 complete in the books. One caution's plagued the race. Connor Duke stuck it on the bottom that time. He heads into turn number 3 on the high side. Comes off a little lower than the 23 of Chase Barbara. 3 cars out of the race. Scott Merrick, Aiden Forrester, and Rob Buchanan Jr. 20 drivers still on the track. 18 are still on the lead lap. Yellow flag is out. Now, really? Oh. James Braswell Jr. coming down pit road. Scoring time has just gone crazy. Also down pit road, Kyle Brennan. And Kyle Brennan, Ryan Hodge is looking to make his way back onto the racing surface. $11 laps to go. Actually, be 10 laps to go at the line. Tyler Spradley says, I say let's flip the field on this restart. Green flag's back out. 10 laps to go for your race leader. How about Connor New trying to sneak up into the third spot, but Chase Barber got back around him. Logan Rumsey, he throws the slider, clears the 2020 back underneath him, reclaims the lead. Ethan Johnson leads him in turn number 3. Oh, Connor New is on the wall. And that was between him and Lonzo Johnson there. I don't even know how they saved it. Tucker Elkins in that 5th spot. How about Justin Sick all the way up to 13th? He's just been staying on the bottom, keeping his nose clean. Your top 3 run the slider lines in 3 and 4. 87 laps now completed. This race went off in probably one of the quickest races we ever ran. As your field has set a blistering pace here tonight. As we come to the start-finish line, 2 laps to go for Ethan Johnson. Off of turn number 2, down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Ethan Johnson, we're about 4-car length advantage over Logan Rumsey. White flag is out, 1 more to go. Chase Barber to the inside, slides, clear Logan Rumsey for second. Rumsey with a crossover move before the final time into turn number 3. Coming out of turn number 4, picking up the win is going to be Ethan Johnson. Second's going to be Logan Rumsey. Third will be Chase Barber. Whew, what a race that was. 2 cautions plagued the Spooker 92. Here tonight, let's take a look at your official results. Ethan Johnson picking up the win. Logan Rumsey in second, Chase Barber in third. Fourth will be Elijah Johnson. Fifth will be Tucker Elkins. Derek Dryman in sixth. Seventh will be Landon Newman. Eighth will be Aiden Beerline. Ninth will be Nick Baum. And 10th will be Logan Trimmer. 11th place tonight being Kevin Horner. Justin Sick at 12th, James Braswell Jr. 13th, 14th be Nathaniel Wimhoff, 15th be Kyle Brennan, 16th be Ryan Hodge, 17th Joseph Grandy, Jeffrey Hyde 18th, 19th be Dylan Wilson, 20th be Connor New, 21st be Scott Merritt, Ada Forrester at 22nd, and Rob Buchanan Jr. rounds out your field. And let's go ahead and talk with your race winner, Ethan Johnson. Congratulations on the win. And I got to say, I'm really shocked we went 50-something laps. Can you hear me?
Sorry, yeah, my mic wasn't working. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to go on a long green flag run. I mean, it worked out for me. We were able to make moves early, and we were so good early. I thought we were going to suck later in the race, but the car never fell off, and we could continue running the line we were running. And I think cut down was better in 3 and 4, but with Logan running deep slider, he it could have took one mistake for me and him go up in there and wipe me out, not knowing I messed up or something. So I saw him running the slider. JC Floyd was telling me I should probably move the slider, and then once we had that yellow, he had to slide me in one and two, but I knew I could get the run back down the hill and get out in front of him, and hopefully I could keep the lead every time and just get back to slider in 3 and 4 and be okay.
One thing looking at this, looking at your success this year that you've had, going in to the iRacing, what do you call it now? What's it called? World Championship, whatever it is, for the late models
Yeah.
and sprint cars. You got to feel like you can win that championship.
Yeah, I feel like we can definitely win the late model portion of it. Sprint cars, I don't really know. Last year we weren't. I mean, we weren't terrible. We made a couple shows and had a couple top 10 runs, but I don't. The driver needs to be more consistent, and we need to turn more laps on them, and hopefully we can carry the momentum into Pro Series this year.
Awesome. Hopefully, we'll see you next week with the pro late models.
Maybe just depends on what's going on. Kind of been busy lately, so get on here, race a couple times, and call it. So it just depends. We'll see if I have time, if schedule allows it.
All right. Well, send me a message. Make sure I got the right stuff to send you your money, sir.
All right.
All right. That's Ethan Johnson picking up the win here tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Coming home in second place, Logan.
Yeah.
You had a demanding lead until you caught lap traffic, and it seemed like that's what plagued you tonight was the lap traffic.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. I definitely was out to a good lead there at the start, but usually when your car's that good at the start, it means you might be a little loose at the end, and that's kind of my issue. That was kind of my issue there. Once the track got slick, I just kind of felt like I was a little bit too loose and just couldn't get off the corners that good. And I didn't even know this race was gonna happen. So and then Chase Barbara texted me and told me to run. So I didn't test at all, so running second to Ethan isn't that bad. I'm not sure he tested much either, but he's definitely one of the best ones on here right now. So it's to get passed by him and finish right behind him, right on his bumper, it isn't that bad.
Definitely. Go ahead, thank those fine sponsors making it all possible for you.
Just gotta thank Chase for sending me something to race tonight. I think he ran a couple laps to get us dialed in a little bit, and it was definitely pretty close. It needs tightened up a little bit, but it was all right.
Well, you still dominated it. You know what? Hey, it's hard to be the best, right?
Yeah, I guess we try to be though.
You try to be. I mean, you won
hmm
the iRacing championship last year, so I mean,
hmm
you're gonna try to defend it again this year. You're strong in the sprint cars. You're strong in the late models. You're really a
Yeah,
versatile driver. So, I mean, you could go back to back.
yeah, I'll be trying to.
All right, that's Logan Rumsey coming home in second place tonight. Congratulations. Coming home in third place tonight is Chase Barber in a 23. Congratulations, Chase. And it seemed like those top two just took off like a rocket at the start of the race.
Yeah, I was just really loose. I had like 6 inches of stagger or something. It was just way too much for the slick, but I don't know. We still ran pretty good, so I'm not too mad about it.
Was you shocked that we went, 55 laps before the first caution?
Yeah, especially starting 3 wide. I thought I was just gonna get sandwiched and destroyed by everyone. I'm actually quite surprised we survived it. It's pretty good, huh?
I was impressed, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, I was too, honestly. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well, coming in tonight, like I said, you was running in. Actually, you and Ethan Johnson were pretty close, battling, the first part of the race until he caught up with Logan Rumsey in lap traffic. And how did the track? Did it slick off from top to bottom really quick, or did it?
Yeah, it slicked off really fast. It was especially when I had all that stagger. I mean, Ethan could bend it off the wall. I mean, I had a lot of stagger, but I still couldn't enter as good as Ethan and bend it off the wall. And he could just run the cut down better than me, and I could not run that line, so he just took off from me. But I could only run like slide into the wall a little bit, or like just kind of run it all the way out where he could cut down and just make a way shorter straightaway than we could. So I don't know. We just got to get a little bit better on entry and definitely tighten up a little bit out of the corner.
Definitely. Next week, you're going to come back in a pro late model?
Of course. Love the pros. I haven't raced a pro late model in a long time, so it'll be fun.
Yeah, I-55 next Sunday night. So practice. We'll see you here. Go ahead and thank those fine sponsors making it all possible for you.
I'd like to just thank Logan Rumsey and we made the setup and Cocky Floyd Consulting, and that's about it.
All right, he is a former Wotel national champion in the 23 car. That is Chase Barber. Congratulations.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Huh? All right, that's going to conclude our broadcast tonight here at Ultimate Dirt TV. We'll be back next Sunday night with the pro late models at I-55 Speedway. Until then, we're going to sign off, say good night, and God bless.